Welcome to the Cave for this broadcast of Mishawaka Volleyball versus Marquette Catholic Academy. I'm Brady Gallo here with Daniel Phillips. Daniel, it's good to be back. We had 2 games last week, which is more than we've had all year. We had one more this week after this, but I'm excited for this one. It's going to be a great matchup. Mishawaka coming in at 16-7, 4-2 in conference. Their last game was a 3-0 win against Elkhart Christian. Hopefully you guys join us for that one. It was a good broadcast. And the one word I would use to describe that game, I have it down in my notes, it's just dominant. I mean, nothing. I was trying to think of things that we could improve on from that game, and I was really struggling to think of them. We had a lot of JV and bench players get playing time. That was really good to see. And, of course, Kylie Creech picking up her 2,000th assist was a really big moment. Fans were getting involved. It was really hype. But the next game is going to be Wawasee on Thursday. Hopefully you guys are coming out to that game. I mean, we love it when you guys tune in, but coming out to the game is going to be very important for that one. Last conference game. And the sectional draw, if you're interested in that for volleyball, is going to be this Sunday at 7 p.m. on October 1st. You guys can watch that on IHSAA TV. The sectionals start October 10th, and that's going to be at Michigan City. In that sectional includes LaPorte, Michigan City, Plymouth, who we've already played. We had a lot of success against Plymouth, so fingers crossed we draw them. South Bend Adams and South Bend Riley. As usual, the stat leaders are Aubrey Scott leading the team in blocks with 38. Ella Wofford leading the team in aces with 40. Also Ella Wofford leading the team in digs. We saw her hit a milestone with digs a couple of games ago. Kylie Creech with assists with 522, and Ellie Adams with kills with 276. So that's it for the Cavemen. Dan, you want to tell us a little bit about Marquette Catholic?
Yeah, so Marquette Catholic High School, right now they're 13-8 on the season, Brady. Last game they suffered from a loss against Elkhart, 2-1. They do not play in a conference, so they're independent. Their stat leaders feature blocks Elena Balling. We're going to hear her name a lot, as well as her sisters. Her sister's name is Olivia Balling. She leads the team in aces with 40 and leads the team in digs with 160. Her sister Elena Balling leads the team in assists with 475, and their teammate Anne-Marie Waddle leads the team in kills with 293.
Thank you for that, Daniel. We're going to toss it to a Commissioner Corner video. It's been a while since we've had that for you guys with Paul Neidig. So please give us a moment. We're going to play that for you guys.
It's time for the Commissioner's Corner, an exclusive weekly conversation about Indiana high school sports with the Commissioner of the IHSAA, Paul Neidig. Now for an up-to-the-minute report about what's happening in the constantly changing world of high school sports, here's Coach Bob Lovell with Commissioner Paul Neidig.
Welcome back, everyone. This is our weekly conversation with the Commissioner of the IHSAA, Paul Neidig. And Paul, it is, I say this all the time, it never stops for you and your staff and the member institutions and the kids and parents and communities. But it is a very busy time. We're in the fall tournament mode. We are in pairing show mode. We're in week number 6 of high school football. So there are so many things going on with you and the staff and everybody else involved, not to mention you continue to have your principals meetings all around the state. So for those who think that you and your staff don't just sit in offices on Meridian Street on the north side of Indianapolis, there's a little more to it than just that, is there not?
Well, there is, Coach. And, it's everybody thinks the association is just a standalone entity. And, we're not. We're responsible to our member schools and our member school principals, all 410 of them. And we want to get out there and spend some time with them. And today we're sitting here in Odin, Indiana, at North Davies High School, visiting with the people in the southern part of the state. And tomorrow we're going to be in Fort Wayne at Huntington, Fort Wayne area in Huntington, visiting with the folks there. And that'll be our 8th of 8 meetings. And it's been great to visit with the people, but we get feedback on how's it going out there with our schools and how their seasons are going. And we also talk about changes that we need to make within our bylaws, the member school bylaws of the association. What better time to get information instead of sitting down with somebody face to face in a room full of athletic administrators that care about kids.
I would think that we need 2 hours to spend time to talk about the challenges that all of you have. Obviously, challenges present opportunities, as people like to tell you, but this day and age and this time in our culture, amateur athletics and education-based athletics are under siege from other entities, private entities, putting on tournaments and all these kinds of things. AAU, I don't want to single anyone out, but I think everyone understands what I'm talking about. And it's hard to do what you do.
It is, Coach, but, it's so worth it. I always tell people we got to remember the why. And this thing points back to 1903. And the reasons we got into this business by the principals at that time were because people didn't do things the right way. And people were trying to congregate on super teams, and professional athletes were playing. And there was no standard of academic excellence for participation. And, I can go on and on and on. And I think we all know the story. If without a structure that promotes an education-based system, we're going to return right back there in a hurry. I never want to disparage AAU or Little League because it's still kids involved with adults. But what we do is designed to promote the growth and development of all student athletes. And I often say if what we're doing is good for the last kid who makes the team, then we have our eye on the right prize here. And, a lot of those other organizations don't ask what the grades are on a daily basis. Don't go meet with a teacher so the kid can do better in the classroom. That's what we do. And that's so important for setting kids up with some tools that they can take with them into the rest of their life. I always call it filling their toolbox, and we like to do that in this education-based system.
Paul Neidig with us, the commissioner of the IHSAA Girls Golf Regionals coming up, tournaments coming up, pairing shows. I mentioned it last week, October the 8th for the football pairing show. You're going to have other pairing shows coming up. They're going to be very busy on IHSAATV.org, are you not, in these next few days?
We are. We actually just had a pairing show last night. We did the bracketing for our unified flag football program, phenomenal program with students with intellectual disabilities and traditional student athletes, and we're going to have a tournament coming up with that. But, yeah, you and Paul Condrey are going to be naming off those brackets here on the 8th of October in our Rick Vanderweilen and our Vanderweilen Family Studios, and we're excited about that. But like you said, started off, Coach, we just finished our girls golf sectionals. We have regionals this Saturday, and then we're going to turn right around at Prairie View Golf Course in a little over a week, and we're going to celebrate our first state champion of the year.
Thanks for listening to The Commissioner's Corner with IHSAA Commissioner Paul Neidig and Coach Bob Lovell. And thank you for your continued support of the high schools in your community.
Welcome back. We're in the middle of lineup introductions right now, and we didn't get a chance to introduce the third member of our crew, Luke Wagner. Luke, what are your thoughts about this game? I know that you've been preparing for this one.
Yeah, Brady. I mean, this should be a good game. Marquette is a pretty good away team coming in with a record of 5-2. However, the Cavemen are extremely good at protecting their home court at 7-1 on the year, and I think they'll continue that dominance.
All right, thanks, Luke.
Yep.
That's Luke Wagner, third member of our crew. You guys have seen him a couple times now. He's gotten better every single time, and I know that he's been preparing for this one, so he's really excited to cut in a few times. But we're getting ready to go. We got the lineup introductions going on right now, and while that's going on, we'll do some recaps for the football game. If you're an avid Mishawaka Network fan, hopefully you guys tune in for our broadcast of the football game last Friday against Warsaw. We ended up winning that one, 34-11. That was a really, really big game. That put us in first place, NLC 4-0. Now we're the only undefeated team left in the conference. Warsaw, Warsaw didn't look great, but I just think that was a big part of our defense. Just absolutely shut them down. That lights out Caveman defense. But we got Northwood next week. That's going to be a big one. They beat us last year to take first place in the NLC. When I talked to Kinder after the game, I brought up, like, how good does it feel to be first place in the conference finally? And he was just focused on Northwood. He said, last year, Northwood was the one that knocked us out of first place. He said we were in first place, and Northwood knocked us out. So he's laser focused on Northwood, and rightfully so. I mean, he's just got his eye on the prize. He's not taking it off.
Oh, yeah.
But in other football news, Daniel, as a Notre Dame fan, just you want to run us through that one? Oh my gosh,
We were so close.
If you guys don't know, we almost just got one of those mini volleyballs.
I thought it was going to us. I did.
I thought we had it.
Man.
Okay, but back to what we were talking about.
Yeah, so the Notre Dame game, Brady, as a Notre Dame fan, a die-hard Notre Dame fan for many years, it was definitely a heartbreaker. You know, we lost the game 17-14, very close. The results of the game actually, you know, occurred in the last 3 seconds. It was a last-minute thriller touchdown by the Buckeyes. Yeah, it was a great play by them, very impressive, but unfortunately we didn't come through with the win, so I'm definitely disappointed.
Yeah, definitely a heartbreaker. And we're ready for some volleyball. But Daniel, do you want to just get some finishing thoughts on that game before we kick it off here?
Well, Brady, I know you said you watched the results of the game, like you watched the fourth quarter, I believe.
I did.
I feel like we had a lot of opportunities, Notre Dame did, as a defense and as a team and as a unit, to take that game and make it ours and mark a W in the win column. But unfortunately, we couldn't get it done. But do you have anything to say about that fourth quarter that you witnessed?
I mean, I just want to say, like, how impressed I was with the Ohio State quarterback. I mean, everyone was on him about not playing good. I see you're shaking your head right now. But those 2 throws he made with the game on the line, I mean, you don't see many quarterbacks with not that much experience making those throws. That's all I'll say. But let's move on from that, because we got a volleyball game to announce. We're getting ready for it. Marquette Catholic versus the Mishawaka Cavemen. Cavemen are wearing their white uniforms tonight, and Marquette is wearing their bright yellow with navy pants. And one thing that jumped out to us, I know it jumped out to you on our roster.
Yeah.
Marquette has a player, Anna Waddle, that is 6'2".
Yeah.
And I believe that is taller than any player that we have on our roster.
I think you're correct.
It is.
Yeah.
The tallest player we have in our roster is Soren Sulati, and she is out right now. She's 6 foot. So a definite height advantage. We'll see how much that comes into play here.
Yeah, we've got a lot of players on the Marquette Catholic side, including Annie Waddle, that will be interesting to watch, including the 2 sisters, the Balling sisters. As you said, the 2 of them lead in the majority of their team stats, so that'll be interesting to see. I mean, they're definitely going to put on a show, but I feel like the Cavemen are going to, meet them halfway and put up a fight.
Yeah, no confirmation that the Elena and Olivia are related, but they do have the last name, and what a last name that is. Balling.
Yeah,
that is pretty awesome.
I would think they'd be related. I don't know if that's a super
That's probably not a super common last name.
Yeah, I would agree. Yeah.
But we are getting ready to go. That's number 12, Olivia Balling. We were just talking about her. Back to serve. Nellie Adams is tipped from the net. Hallie Creech. Ayla Kohler also getting the start tonight. That's 2 games in a row for her. Really good to see. And Marquette Catholic getting to start off hot. Getting the point there.
I don't know, Brady. Maybe for the first time this season, we'll see a very tightly competitive game.
We shall see. Oh, that's going kind of sideways. And Marquette Catholic going out to a 2-0 lead. That play was just kind of seemed like it was doomed from the start.
Yeah, a little bit. I feel like Mishawaka wasn't prepared for the approach that Marquette was taking, and they just lost focus for a second.
Preach with the set. Coppins Clark. That gets tipped to the net. Blazers able to field it. Oh, good save there by Ella Wofford, keeping that one from going backwards. And that's going to be too strong there by the Cavemen. So 3 unanswered out the gate.
Yeah, maybe
Marquette Catholic.
Maybe a little bit of some shock on the Mishawaka side. I don't think they were expecting Marquette to get out to this lead.
Shout out Miss Kaiser for bringing us the waters.
We appreciate it.
And the Cavemen pick up the point there and the run.
And we've got one of their star players. I mean, the whole roster is full of stars, but Ella Wofford back to serve here for the Mishawaka Cavemen.
Something I'm noticing right away is that this team looks very, very loose as that one's going out the back end. Cavemen looking very, very loose, having a lot of fun right now. Trailing by 3 on the scoreboard, obviously very, very early. Marquette looks a little bit more tense, a little bit more tight. I'm sure that they know they're probably a little bit of an underdog coming into this game, so they're doing their best to get going early and get out to that lead. Let's field it there. Oh, and hit over hard. Bella Wofford's there. Tough to get it past her. And a point from Marquette. What's that going to be? Well, that's going to be a double hit. So everything going the Blazers' way so far.
Yeah, I mean, they're on a roll right now for sure.
Hey, Adams, that's going to be out of bounds. Normally don't see that from her. Very, very disciplined player. Knows where she wants to put it and usually puts it there. But just goes out of bounds there. And Marquette's going to serve. And Aubrey Scott, as you mentioned, another one of those team stars.
Oh, yeah.
Gets him right back on track, that spike.
Brady, I can't help but notice that both teams on both sides of the net are communicating very well and making sure that their teammates know exactly what they're doing. And, I mean, I think it's working out pretty well for both teams, especially Marquette.
Yeah, very vocal. Oh, they're going to get a good break there. That kind of got on the hands of, that was number 10, Annie Waddle, and kind of derailed the whole play. Ellie Adams back to serve. Cavemen trail by 3. That's going out the back end. So Blazers slipping a little bit.
Oh, yeah. I don't know, Brady. Maybe it's because unlike some of the teams we've seen, they're not wearing matching shoes. I don't know.
No, oh my. I'm sure there's some statistic of games that we've announced with teams with matching shoes versus ones that we haven't.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I think one of those is going to be a double hit by the Blazers. One for the Cavemen. And if you're wondering who is chanting, "You can't do that," we got some John Young volleyball players in the house tonight making some noise. They were here for the JV game, definitely really loud. So, oh, that's going out of bounds onto the scorer's table. Point for the Blazers. But yeah, that's going to be a little bit louder in here tonight.
Oh,
we got
yeah.
a good amount of people, but you get a bunch of middle school girls in a student section. They're bound to make some noise.
Oh, yeah.
Amelia Amos. Oh, kind of a in-between play there by number 13. We actually don't have another number 13 in our
I was
roster.
going to mention that. I'm not sure who that is, but
We've had that a couple times this year
where
we just don't have a number at the player.
yeah.
Not sure who that's on. People will make the roster or something else. But yeah, kind of an in-between play there. Looked like she was indecisive if she wanted to hit that or just let it go. Ended up hitting it. Point for the Cavemen. Oh, that's going backwards. And the save attempt isn't going to be enough. Mishawaka picks up the ace. That was Nikki Griffin back on the serve. Griffin's had a pretty good year so far. The senior getting her first primary varsity reps this year. She gets an ace 2 turns in a row.
Yeah, so obviously she's been playing pretty well.
See if we can make it. She can make it 3 here. It doesn't look like it. Ellie Adams there to field that one. The high set, and that's going to go down. Contact made at the net, but not enough to slow it down. So Cavemen trailing by as much as 5, I believe, now lead by 2. Cavemen, very, very resilient group.
Oh, yeah. And real quick, just to put a spotlight on that last play, Ellie Adams adding to her kill total, which is already, prior to this game, 276 on the season.
Amos gets tipped. That's going out of bounds. It doesn't matter. Blazers touch the last point, Cavemen. So Nikki Griffin's having quite the turn here.
Oh, yeah.
Quite the serving turn.
Coach Anderson keeping her there to serve. Trying to ride that hot streak a little longer.
And Amelia Amos is getting some reps early. She's got a couple spike chances. That's good to see. And that's going to be another Caveman point. Kylie Creech on the dunk. And a wise timeout called there by the Blazers. Let's throw it down to Luke Wagner. Luke, Cavemen were down early in this set, but have come back and lead by 4 now. Why do you think that happened?
They just got a little bit more disciplined. A little slow, but you know, Marquette, shout out Marquette, putting up a good fight there, but Mishawaka got it back and collected themselves and just kind of calmed down a little bit, and as we can see, they have benefited from that.
Thank you, Luke.
Yep.
That's Luke Wagner. We got about 20 seconds left in this timeout. Yeah, as we mentioned, Cavemen, very, very resilient. We've seen them, this was last year, but they've come back from some pretty big margins. We haven't called a game so far this year that's been too far down for the Cavemen. I think we've won all the games that we've called so far this season. But last season, we had some pretty big comebacks. So maybe that's just a program thing, a culture thing, I should say.
Yeah, Brady, I believe all the games we've called, the Cavemen have been very dominant.
It's a good way to put it, Daniel. Blazers going to have a chance. Now Creech going to get the set. Amos, no good. Well, pushed over. Nikki Griffin's right there. Amos again. She's going to get a chance for the dunk. Oh, kind of a circus play. We get it over. Kylie Creech catching the defense off guard. She's so good at that. Tricking the defense. Or should I say the defense? I don't really know. But tricking the Marquette into thinking that she was going to go for an assist or set and just pushing it over.
Yeah, she's a very, very skilled player, as we can see.
Oh, my goodness.
As Marquette saves the play.
Jeez. Oh, kind of miscommunication there. Doesn't affect them too badly, and that's going to go out of bounds, point Marquette. That traveled like the distance of the court.
Oh, yeah.
To go out of bounds. But Daniel, what were you saying? You got cut off a little bit.
I'm not going to lie. That amazing play kind of made me lose my track of thought.
Yeah, that was pretty incredible. Ended up getting the point because of it. So now the Blazers back to serve. Bit of a line drive there. Creech on the set. Aubrey Scott, that's not going to fall. And a good play by the Cavemen to keep it over. And they're going to pick up the point. So a lot of athletic plays by both sides early.
Oh, yeah.
As I mentioned in previous broadcasts, the key to what I've acquired from watching a lot of volleyball over my years doing, I shouldn't say years, about a year and a half doing Mishawaka Network is just extend the play as long as you can, and that increases your chances of scoring. I know I just kind of oversimplified the game of volleyball, but that's really what it boils down to, is the Blazers pick up the point there.
Yeah, Brady and I, Brady, I think you have about 2 games on me as far as calling the games, but
I think so.
we've been doing this as a broadcasting duo for quite some time, about a year and a half, as you said, and we've learned a lot about the game, but there's still so much we don't know that I'm sure if we talk with one of these players, they'd probably think we don't know too much. So.
Oh, yeah. Oh, and that's going way out the back.
Yeah, almost
Too
went
strong there.
Almost went in the locker room, yeah.
Almost hit the bleachers, yeah. Yeah, I mean, I have some volleyball players in some of my classes, and I talk to them about volleyball.
Yeah.
They just make me sound like I'm an idiot, and I think I know. I've learned a lot, but we still both got a lot to learn.
No doubt.
Well, that's going to land in bounce. Marquette kind of backed away. That was Anna Waddle. Backed away from it. I don't know if she thought someone was back there. Olivia Orr going to check in. Well, diving effort, not going to be enough. Olivia Orr picks up the ace.
Now I know we have a lot of players on this Mishawaka roster that are capable of doing so many different things on the court, but it seems to me that Orr's main thing is serving. She's very, very deadly when it comes to being behind that line.
Oh, that one's too out to handle for Nikki Griffin. Blazers going to pick up the point there. Yeah, but Olivia Orr, she's kind of found her spot on this team when it comes to serving. I mean, she's a fantastic player all around. Like I mentioned last broadcast, she's really good at deciding whether or not to let the ball go.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's a trackable stat still, but serving is what she's really, really excelled at, but she's also excelled in some other areas in the game.
I agree.
High set by Creech. Ellie Adams gets blocked. They're going to try it again. Now this time she just dumps it over. Threw him a changeup. And that's Olivia Balling just kind of chuckling at that one. She definitely wasn't ready.
So nice touch on that play there.
She said, I got blocked the first time. I'm just going to change something up. As a baseball player, I can appreciate that, and we'll change the speed.
Oh, yeah.
Oh. Kind of a misjudgment play there by Coppins Clark. Going to be a point for the Blazers. Only a 4-point game here. Been kind of back and forth as of late. We stayed around that 4 to 5 point lead margin. Neither team has really broken away and put this game out of reach. Yeah, the Kohler, no good. Kylie Cruz says it's out, and so does the ref.
Yeah, as you were saying, Brady, no team really breaking away, setting themselves apart, but I would argue that Marquette is probably the toughest challenge we've seen at home for the Mishawaka Cavemen so far this season.
Well, as you say that, they pick up a powerful kill there. Yeah, I think we've only seen Mishawaka lose one set here during our time announcing.
Northridge, I believe, was the one set they lost. And even that game, they dominated. I mean, they were behind pretty bad in the second set, and then the third and fourth, they just took over.
Yeah, just kind of an offset there. Well, Marquette Catholic definitely holding their own, but Ellie Adams is going to pick up the point and extend their lead to 5. Ellie Adams has definitely been a standout player. We've talked about her a lot on this broadcast. She's leading the team in kills with 276, taken after her sister, Emily Adams, who was one of our best players last year.
Yeah.
So the Adams family quickly building a legacy here at Mishawaka. Whistle blown, going to be a point for the Cavemen. Double hit. So largest lead of the set here for Mishawaka. Oh, blocked. Millie almost got a piece of it, but didn't have enough time to react. Point for the Blazers.
Yeah, a freshman on varsity is always a very impressive thing in any sport, but considering she makes a pretty big impact on the team, I find that to be pretty extraordinary and great on her part.
Yeah, with Soren Salati sidelined for who knows how many weeks. We haven't heard from the trainers, but she's going to have an increased role, and she's definitely done a good job with it. Oh, ref says that landed in bounds. Gives a point to Marquette Catholic. So good response there by the Blazers, getting the lead down to 4.
Yeah, Brady, definitely this game is a much tighter contest than we're used to.
Oh, line drive fielded by Aubrey Scott. Ayla Kohler kind of palms it over. And, oh, kind of a flinch.
Yeah.
There, not sure what happens. We've seen that a couple times. Indecisiveness from the Blazers has crippled them so far.
Yeah, an odd stint of hesitation there.
On the Blazers head coach, Corleen Lane, expressing her upsetness right now. Push over Aubrey Scott. No good. Oh, and great play there by number 10, Anna Waddle, the junior. Smart volleyball, just pushing it over, putting it where they're not.
Definitely a very great, skillful play there, but I have to give credit to Nikki Griffin for trying to make that diving play. Unfortunately, she wasn't there to make the play, but we've seen her make that play before.
And the set, filled by Watford. Ellie Adams going to come up short. That's the top of the net. Yeah, whistle blown for it.
Yeah, Brady, while we have some downtime, I'm kind of glad and excited to see how many fans came out to support both teams, and witness this pretty tight contest.
Yeah, Marquette Catholic, bit of a more unknown school. They're independent. They don't belong to a conference, so it's good to see them get representation from the fans here.
Oh, yeah, no doubt.
That's the top of the net and goes over. Marquette's cut the lead down to 2. And a timeout for the Cavemen. While we have this time, we're going to show you guys a quick choir promo. Oh, my goodness. And we'll be back with more set number 1.
Hi, my name is Mrs. Such, and I am the choir director here at Mishawaka High School. And we have a fall choir concert coming up on Thursday, October 12th at 7 p.m. in the Mishawaka High School Performing Arts Center. We will have music from concert choir, treble choir, chamber choir, and show choir. We'll have multiple varieties of music, and we hope you join us.
Welcome back. Hope you guys enjoyed that. And personally, I know some people in choir. It's definitely a great group to support, so definitely recommend checking them out. But we got some volleyball to focus on. Cavemen have 5 points to go to close this one out, but Marquette Catholic is right on their heels, only trailing by 2. Aubrey Scott gets blocked. That's going out of bounds, but they touched it last. Cavemen pick it up right there.
There's that focus, Brady, that we've seen all season from Mishawaka. They're very locked in at all times, and I can't help but assume that Coach Anderson and the mentality within themselves is what made them that way.
Oh, Creech and Copsensart get a piece of it at the line. Now Amy's going to have a chance, gets blocked. Wow, that one came flying back. I believe that was Olivia Hazard, the freshman, picking it up. Wow, what a last name, Hazard.
Yeah, that's an interesting name.
That's pretty cool. Some good last names for Marquette Catholic. We got Ballman, Hazard, some good ones. Amos, and that's going out of bounds.
Man.
So here come the Blazers.
Powering back.
Making the Cavemen sweat a little bit. not used to be in this situation, at least at home.
Brady, you got me looking at these last names now. I've never heard of the last name Bartnicki before. Never heard of it. Never heard of it.
Oh, and a good save there. They're able to get it back on Mishawaka's side. Well, Amos fielded, and she gets the dunk. Timely play there by the freshman.
Back-to-back good freshman plays, each on both sides.
Amos had a good set there. She's going to take a seat. Olivia Orr subs in. Timeout called by the Blazers. And wow, what a comeback. We've seen multiple comebacks, both by each team. Third member of our crew, Luke Wagner, down on the sidelines. What do you think has been the key to the comeback for the Blazers?
This game has been really close from start to finish, but I really think it's just down to just line play. When Mishawaka went on that run, we had a lot of kills. Our serves have been good, but they've really started to clamp down on them, start discipline, and they've been really good defensively here during this stretch.
All right, thank you, Luke.
Yep.
Yeah, so Luke is right. I mean, it just comes down to defense and mental mistakes, and the Blazers have not made a lot of them. They made a couple of them towards the middle of the set, but as of late, they've been very, very disciplined. That's the reason why they're only trailing by 2 here. They got a chance to win it, or at least tie it.
I would have to agree with you, Brady. I mean, Caven being 3 points away from making the set theirs, but Marquette only trailing by 2, as you said, so you never know what could happen. I mean,
Caven are 7-1 overall record at home. It's like the great Coach Prime said, no one beating us at the crib. And that's been true for the Cavemen so far. But Marquette Catholic going to pick up the point, cuts the lead down to 1.
Yeah, ladies and gentlemen, don't let him fool you. He did say that before the game started, and I knew he was going to try to sneak that in there.
No one's beating us at the crib, Coach Prime. Well, tipped, fielded. Some good plays here, good defense by Marquette Catholic. Mikai's going to get the set. And that's going out of bounds. We have a tie game.
Wow.
And I know that we're supposed to be Mishawaka fans, but I'm pretty excited right now. We usually don't get to call games this close.
Yeah, I'm excited too, Brady. I mean, you're right. We don't get to call games this close, especially not this season. I mean, credit to Mishawaka's dominance, but I'm excited to see a close contest as well.
See how this one shapes up. Pushed over. Ellie Adams there to field it. Ellie Adams going out the back end, and the Blazers have regained the lead.
Man,
wow. Comeback complete.
I feel like you're a little too excited for Marquette
I am
Catholic.
excited.
No, I mean like as a fan, we gotta be upset that we're losing right now.
Oh man, this is just the worst. Man, Marquette Catholic, amazing comeback. I'm really in shock. Obviously, we didn't know that much about them coming into this game when we were doing research. They're, like I said, independent team. They took one set against Elkhart. They lost that set 2-1 in a tournament. But Elkhart, very good team, and taking one set against them is very respectable. So maybe that was just a sign of things to come, and we didn't really see it.
I mean, I have to agree, Brady. But if you look at the standings and the records for the two teams, Mishawaka and Marquette Catholic, they're 13-8. They have 8 losses. We're 16-7 with 7 losses. So, I mean, fairly equal team as far as maybe not talent, but as far as the record, I mean, stats were pretty equal.
Yeah, on paper, it certainly looked like a really good matchup, and it's turning out to be one right here.
Oh yeah, one of the best we've seen all season. So
absolutely. So Blazers 2 points away from taking set number 1 and putting the Cavemen on their toes. Ellie Adams, that's going backwards. They get a lucky bounce from the basketball hoop, and they somehow get it over. And it's blocked, but it goes out of bounds. Huge break there for the Cavemen. But the Blazers may not have made that play if it wasn't for the for the basketball. I'm not sure if that hit the hoop or that hit the rafters on above the hoop, but
yeah.
Regardless, that was a big bounce.
Yeah, Brady, I'm like you. I know I shouldn't want to see this game tied up, but I love seeing the Cavemen move a little faster, hit a little harder.
And the Blazers get the point there. Sorry to cut you off, Daniel, but yeah, I'm in total agreement. I mean, as Mishawaka students, we're always rooting for our team, but at the end of the day, we haven't seen a game like this in a long time, so it's pretty exciting for us.
I do love to see the more intense mentality that Mishawaka is playing with.
And that's gonna fall. Blazers win set 1. Oh my goodness.
I'm in shock. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Wow.
I am in shock right now.
Wow, don't act so surprised, Daniel.
Come on now.
Oh, man.
What do you expect? You see how dominant we've been all season, and now we lose the first set of the game?
That is pretty impressive by the Blazers.
At home, like we're at home, and they come in to Mishawaka.
Coming to our house.
A pretty prominent volleyball team. Great school for sports. They come in and they win the first set and nail biter. Wow.
Wow. All right, before we go down to Luke, we have another video to show you. The tennis team got some new courts, and we have a video to show you guys. So we'll be back after that with words from Luke Wagner.
The players the first day they came out here and saw these, they were extremely excited, and they're like kids in a candy shop. So we got the reaction we'd like.
Oh, we were super hyped. We couldn't play on one Friday because they were finishing up the lines, and everyone was so excited. We normally don't do a Saturday practice, but everyone was so excited to get out here. We actually did a Saturday night practice under the lights, and everyone was excited. I was excited, and they were just, I don't even remember the practice, whether it was good or bad, but we just had a blast being out here.
So the event today is we're hosting the NLC Conference Championship Tournament, and there is zero chance we would have been able to host this without these courts.
This won't be the last tournament we host. We've got I would say probably one of the top facilities in the NLC Conference. We have lights. The courts are gorgeous, so we can do a lot of different stuff. Gives us a lot of opportunities for not only play, but tournaments, whether it's conference or statewide, really.
Welcome back to the Cave. We promise you we get a word from our third member of our crew, Luke Wagner. So Luke, very surprising set, to say the least. Blizz ended up taking it. They were down, they were up, they were down, and then they were up again, ended up winning the set. What were the keys of the game, and just like how surprising is this?
Yeah, like I said, pre-game, the Cavemen are really good at home, securing the home court. 7-1 so far this year. But again, Marquette was 5-2 on away, much better than they are at home. But I do think that Cavemen are going to bounce back. Coach Anderson's just going to get them collected, calm down just a little bit, and just play good volleyball here.
Yeah, definitely an interesting stat to take into account. Marquette Catholic is statistically better on the road, so thank you, Luke.
Yep.
Yeah, as you mentioned, Marquette Catholic 5-2 on the road, so maybe they just play better when they're away from home.
Yeah, Brady, you never know. Some people like that feeling of having the odds bet against them, being that underdog. Some people like it. Some teams like it.
So the energy is definitely a little bit different right now.
Oh, yeah.
We're used to those 3-0 set blowouts from Mishawaka. They're chasing one here. Normally when they drop a set, it's like set 1 or set number 3, you got to lead. Right now, they are trailing. They're going to have to figure something out with a great coach like Steve. Oh, my gosh. Yeah, it's Steve Anderson. Coach Anderson. I'm sure that's not going to be a problem. He's going to get his girls dialed in, ready for set number 2.
Yeah, let's remember that it was only a 2-point loss. Mm-hmm. Only the first set of the game. A lot more volleyball left to play.
And Kylie Creech going to get us going. So Blazers already looking like they got a little bit more swag coming out of the break. Starting set number 2. A high bump. They're just going to push it over. Now Kylie Cruz with a set. Coppins-Clark. Oh, almost looked like it was thrown backwards with Mackenzie Snyder.
Brady, we've been going too long. We got to remember it's Coppins-Clark and Amos. Coppins-Clark and Amos.
Did I say Amos or?
You said Coppins-Clark again.
It's Coppins.
Coppins-Clark.
Coppins-Clark. I just need you to
I gotta
slap me every time I say Coppins-Clark. As Blazers get the kill there.
Yeah, we need. If there's anything else we're mispronouncing, guys, please let us know. Another shout out.
I think that's it.
Yeah, I think that's it too. But Coppins-Clark was a big one for us. Shout out to Payne Lorman again for giving us that intel about that name pronunciation. But we're gonna keep working on it for sure. That's Brady's right stuff down, just so he doesn't.
Oh, you don't have to
about
call me out like that, Daniel. Come on, man.
Come on.
As that one's going out the backside, point for Mishawaka. So good response there. Mishawaka fell into an early deficit last set. Not the case here. Ellie Adams. That's bumped. That's going up high. And pushed over. Oh, good play by Ella Watford to save that one. The Blazers now letting it fall. And they come up short on that one. That was Balling, Livia Balling. We touched that one last. Cavemen lead by 2 here.
Yeah.
But as we know now, no lead is safe for either team.
It's true.
And a powerful kill there by Aubrey Scott.
Man.
Oh my goodness. Aubrey Scott seems it doesn't do that often. She saw that ball was floating up red toward her and got excited. Ellie Adams. Oh, good field there by the Blazers, and yeah, that's going to be a Mishawaka point. They're going to call it raise.
Ella Wofford back to serve for the Cavemen. Powerful block by Ayla Kohler. The Cavemen keeping it alive.
Oh, and that's going to be a Blazers point. Caven had 2 blockers there, but they just fit it through. Annie Waddle, the 6'2" junior. She's been everywhere tonight.
She has.
I mean, if there's going to be an MVP for set 1, it's going to be her.
Yeah, I mean, forget about the height, the speed, the focus. I mean, she's got it all. In the first set, that is.
Oh, and Ellie Adams comes up short. Don't see her do that a whole lot.
Right, but as I always mention, she's always smiling every time afterwards. She knows what she does wrong most of the time, and she always seems to fix it. So,
I mean, there's 25 points in the set. I mean, they're going to say that landed in. Yeah, I was going to say kind of a weird decision to let that one go. Landed in bounds.
Yeah. Ella Wofford quick to say that it was her fault. And it's going to happen, as you said earlier. A lot of volleyball left to play. 25 points in a set.
Aubrey Scott. That lands out of bounds. She's probably the last person that I would want to see. If I was playing for Marquette Catholic right now, she's the last person that I would want to be staring down when she's up in the air going for the kill.
Oh, yeah. What did I say pregame, Brady? Silent killer. Very, very talented player, Aubrey Scott.
Oh, and a block by Ayla Kohler. Denies Waddle.
Wow, we were just talking about how well she was playing, but, you know, it's going to happen, especially with some dominant forces up front there for the Cavemen.
Oh, and shout out Margaret Coppins-Clark.
Yes, sir.
I believe that was one of her relatives.
Yes, it was.
She gave us a really, really nice email. Us came and picked up the point there, just for appreciation for our broadcast.
Yeah.
And just thank you guys for listening. Felt like it was appropriate. to say that now. We really appreciate it. We have a lot of fun doing this, and we love that you guys enjoy our broadcast, so thank you.
Yeah, I was glad to hear that she has some relatives out of state, as far as California, that are actually tuning into the broadcast. So we appreciate it, and we promise we're going to try to get your family member's name right, Margaret. And
I have it written down right here.
Yes, he does.
Copens Clark.
I had to call you out, Brady. I'm sorry. On this broadcast,
we can start a tally for how many times I mispronounced someone's name.
We're a very open broadcast. We're going to talk about everything here.
Yeah. But we're going to take a break at about 25 seconds left, and we're going to be back with more set 2.
Community, collaboration, teamwork. This is what local means to TLCU Financial. In our community, everyone plays a part, and we're here to play ours. As a credit union, it's what we do. Welcome to TLCU Financial and bank like a local.
Hi, I'm Vicki. To become a member, visit us at tlcufinancial.org or stop in at our Mishawaka branch across from John Young Middle School. Your credit union, your way.
So welcome back here. Scores 8-4 in favor of the Cavemen. But Marquette, we've seen this a couple times where a team will win a set against Mishawaka and they'll use up all their energy. Doesn't look like it here, as they're almost going to pick up the point there, but they're still right in the thick of this game. Does not look like they're tired, but they're going to give a point there for a 4 hit. Yeah, their energy is still high. Still got that swag I was talking about. But Mishawaka, as usual, they're loose, but not too loose, which makes them a very good team.
Right, they remain focused, Brady, and I think that's very, very important and key in those wins that they've been having.
Focused, but not uptight. As Aubrey Scott, gets denied there. Thought she almost had another kill. No, Amy's going to get a chance. Lands out of bounds. Good call by Ailey Kohler to let it go. Cavemen up by 6. Here in set 2. Trailing by a set. Not often we get to say that. If you guys are tuning in right now and you guys missed the first set, Mishawaka lost that one.
But they're putting on a dominant performance right now, or fairly dominant.
Yeah, I wouldn't say dominant just yet.
6-point lead. Pretty comfortable.
Kohler gets tipped at the line. Now the set. Got good defense there, but number 12, Ailey Kohler, getting a piece of a lot of spike chances. Good call there. Passes up on the spike, dumps it over. Blazers pick up a point. And I'm going to quote the great Coach Prime once again.
Oh, man.
When he said, we're not just trying to win, we're trying to dominate.
Yeah.
That is what I think the key for Mishawaka is right now. They don't want to escape with 3 2-point wins. They're trying to win by 10 like they're used to. And that's going backwards towards the John Young volleyball players. And the Blazers pick up another point.
As we have some dead time right now for these couple of seconds, I am a Colorado fan. I am hopping on the bandwagon.
Oh, really?
I've been a Colorado fan since December, but they did just get their butts handed to them by
They
Oregon.
really did. But I'm not giving up hope. As no one was there to field that one. Just kind of a palm ball by the Cavemen ends up falling.
Brady, despite that point there from Mishawaka, I believe that Marquette isn't giving up hope either. I mean, they're still a very, very focused team. I mean, the athleticism that we've seen so far, pretty impressive.
The effort's there. And like I mentioned, we see a couple teams who come out of the gates really fast, as that one's not going to get over the net, come out of the gates really fast with a lot of energy, but can't maintain that energy once it gets to the 20 points, like close to the end of the match.
Yeah.
But doesn't seem like that's true for Marquette Catholic so far. Seem to be a very well-conditioned team.
Completely agree.
Aubrey Scott hurt my feelings.
Oh, man. Coach Prime, what is it, Gus Johnson?
That's Gus Johnson. There you go.
We're just referencing a lot of legendary people here.
Yeah, for college football fans, you guys will appreciate this broadcast. Several references so far. A diving play by Aubrey Scott. Keeps it alive. Well, Blazers push it over, but Ellie Adams is right there. Now Amos gets a chance. No good. Kelly Creech high set. Amos gets her spike tipped. And that's going to go down. Waddle having a fantastic game.
Oh, yeah. Very dominant.
And she really hasn't had that much time on the bench either.
Oh, no.
She's been out here. She's been a workhorse.
She's been playing very well and playing the majority of the game so far. So, I mean, to see her still keep up this intensity. Volleyball is a very tiring game. I mean, it looks like that from our seats, but she's still playing at a very high level right now.
It's Coppins Clark. Their spike denied. Oh, she gets another chance. No good. And a dunk goes down for the Blazers. And they're right back in it. Once trailing by 6. Now only trailing by 3.
Man, they
kind of will not go away, will they?
They kind of got what the Philly Eagles, shout out to the Eagles playing right now, that dog mentality that they try to embody every time they walk out on the field.
It's going backwards. Waddle's there to field it. Now hit back over. Oh, I thought that was going to go out the back end for a second. Now Coppins Clark gets the point there.
Tallying one up. We got another Coppins Clark.
Oh, my goodness.
I
appreciate you holding me account.
Yeah.
Copins.
Copins.
I'm just going to underline the O. Copins.
There we go, Brady. Man, we were so used to saying that, but I think it's hard to kind of get out of that groove.
It is. It's just in my system.
Let's see. I believe she's a junior, I believe.
Yep.
Let's see. Yeah. So well, I've got another year to remember how to pronounce the name.
Get that dialed in. Oh, that one's going backwards. But fantastic save by the Blazers to keep that one alive. Whistle blown. Point. Marquette Catholic, they're going to call a double hit. Oh, my goodness.
Wow.
Annie Waddle. Just everywhere today.
Brady, when is the last time you remember us covering a game this close? It's got to be last season.
Either last season or never.
Yeah, I don't know.
Pushed over by Creech. Waddle's there, though. On that ricochet off Ella Watford. Blazers are 1 point away from completing yet another comeback. And I mean, I hate to say that I'm enjoying this, but this is entertaining stuff. Like you mentioned, we don't get to call close games. We're definitely still Caveman fans, don't forget it, but close games like this, definitely more entertaining than blowouts.
Oh yeah, I definitely agree.
Ellie Adams, that's gonna land inbounds. So much needed point there from Mishawaka. And a substitution, Ayla Kohler gonna check in for Nikki Griffin. Kohler's been getting more and more playing time with the absence of Soren Salati, and she's been doing a pretty good job. She's been active on the net. She's really making a difference.
Yeah, Brady, sorry for the silence. I've been trying to figure out who number 13 is, but can't seem to find anything.
And Copins Clark gets
go.
the point. There we go. Margaret Copins Clark picks up the point. I think I said this last time, but I really need to get that name dialed in because I've been saying it more and more every game.
Yeah.
She's really evolved into a very, very impactful player for this Mishawaka squad.
No doubt about it. A very, very talented player for sure.
Yeah, whistle blown. Violation there for the Blazers. So Kylie Creech back to serve. Cavemen have been able to get this lead out to 4. So a bit more breathing room, but definitely know now that they can't get comfortable. Ellie Adams dumps it over. Fantastic play there. Just knowing when to just dump that thing over, doing a good job.
Very good job. Cavemen setting themselves apart. 5-point lead right now. Maybe it'll continue to grow.
Reach with a high set, punched over. Bit of an unwise decision there. Rare unwise decision by Annie Waddle to hit that one. That one might have been going out of bounds. Yeah, but as we mentioned, no matching shoes for Marquette Catholic. Something to take note of.
Yeah, I mean, maybe.
We've handled teams with matching shoes pretty well, but not so much tonight. But they're going to pick up the point.
Maybe it makes a difference, Brady. You never know.
Who knows? Whistle blown. Going to be a timeout for the Blazers. And during this timeout, we'll update you guys on the newscast and what's going on in our class. Daniel, I know we've mentioned Buster Keaton. We're finishing that up. We're doing peer reviews. I got a couple good pieces of feedback from my classmates about how to improve my project. What's one piece of feedback that you got on your Buster Keaton project, Daniel?
I got some really good feedback, actually. I think the main thing that I saw was making sure you get the timing right and also trying to fill as much time as possible with sound effects. What about you, Brady?
Yeah, kind of the same thing, just not having that much empty space and lining things up better, just going frame by frame, getting those footsteps in there, getting the water sound. For you folks at home, you guys probably have no clue what we're talking about.
Right, yeah.
But if you guys don't know, the Buster Keaton project is we were given an just completely blank video, no sound.
No sound.
Old, very old black and white video. It was our job to go into our drive that we have in our class and look up some sound effects, fill in the time, and put footsteps, like crashing sounds, kind of cartoony-ish sounds in where they fit and just make it sound good.
Yeah, Bray, I don't know about you, but I think that project alone is going to help us a lot as far as editing skills.
Definitely. As Kylie Creech picks up the ace right out of the timeout. And that one's going out of bounds. Much needed point there by the Blazers. We've seen them come back multiple times in this game. Trailing by 7, most they come back from a 6. Not sure if that'll make an impact.
Cavemen already 5 away from taking the second set.
And the spike gonna go down, hit off the hand of Ellie Adams.
The Blazers currently unintentionally playing off of some of Mishawaka's miscalculations on bumps and sets and basically everything.
Yeah, a couple mishaps, rare mishaps from Mishawaka. Whistle blown. Point Marquette, they're gonna call a double hit.
Wow, 5-point difference now between the Cavemen and the Blazers.
And here they come. Cavemen are going to need to cut this run short right as soon as they can. Opens Clark. Diving effort. Oh my goodness, what a play. What great plays, plural, by multiple players, and they're going to get the point, yes. Blazers diving all over the place to get that one over. And they ended up getting the point. And this lead has been cut down to 4. Ella Watford saves the ace. That diving effort. And that one's going backwards off the hands of Olivia Orr. And now it's only 3.
Wow. Verdi, they just keep coming back.
I mean, what else did we expect? We've seen it time and time again.
We've seen it once, but I mean, they're a resilient team as well, just like the Cavemen. I mean,
yeah.
Very, very, call me by surprise. No doubt
Big
about it.
Big test here for the Cavemen. See if they can prevent this comeback from happening. Yeah, whistle blown, be a 4 hit. Cavemen 4 points to go to close this one out. And that's the right player that you want back there serving. Ella Wofford leading the team in aces. On a block. Not going to be good, but that's going to go out of bounds.
Bertie, I've got to know, how exciting and entertaining is this for you, this back and forth contest, this close-knit contest that we're witnessing right now?
It's definitely really exciting. We've mentioned this multiple times. Oh, that's going to go out of bounds. We don't usually get to call close games like this. Obviously, we're rooting for the Cavemen as they're up by 4 right now. But it's really cool, and it's probably more exciting for you guys as the viewer to watch a close game than watch a blowout.
Of course, but it's definitely just as much entertaining for us to call a game like this because we haven't had that experience in quite some time.
Aubrey Scott gets denied. Punched over, Olivia Orr's right there. Now Ellie Adams lands in bounds. Big play, needed that one in. Olivia Orr checks out. Amelia Amos subs in. Ellie Adams gonna have a chance to end it here. Just needs 2 points. She's been good with the serve so far this year. Definitely a really good option to have back there in a tense situation like this. Ayla comes up short. I don't know if that got over. And Amos dumps it over.
Some nice soft touch on that play there. Very, she showed off her very high volleyball IQ there.
Yeah, great play, smart. So now just one more to go. This would be a big win, big response for the Cavemen if they can take this set. Oh, Amos, I thought she was gonna go for the dunk, ends up hitting it backwards. That lands in bounds. Gonna be a point for the Cavemen, and they take a big one here, tying the sets up 1-1. So another back and forth game.
Oh yeah.
Final score 25-18, and we may be in for a long night. If Marquette's able to keep up that kind of success, Mishawaka is still gonna be on their toes.
No doubt about it, Brady. Very, very close contest so far. A great, entertaining game to watch.
We got the third member of our crew, Luke Wagner, down there on the sidelines. What's the energy kind of like, and how has that been changing so far? Like we said, we haven't been able to call too many games that are this close, so is energy a little different down there on the sidelines?
Oh yeah, I mean, it's just nice sitting next to the John Young volleyball team right to the right of me. I noticed that we were doing a little bit of a trend quoting people, so I'll hop on that as well. In the wise word of Lee Corso, not so fast, my friends. as Marquette took the first set, but Mishawaka Cavemen come marching right back, take the second set, and I mean, it's just a great game all around.
Definitely been back and forth. Luke, so you're a Lee Corso fan?
Not after the Ohio State pick last Saturday on College Game Day.
My guy.
Luke, another Notre Dame fan affected by that loss, but thank you for that cut.
Yep.
All right, we're going to go to break. We got about 1:40 left, and we're going to be back with set number 3. Sets tied at 1-1.
Some see a student athlete working hard in the weight room. We see a future leader learning there are no shortcuts to success. Some see a start to a swim meet. We see the starting blocks for life. Proud to keep education in front of athletics since 1903.
At Indiana Farm Bureau Insurance, we're not just good at insurance. We're good at Matt's one-car, two-bedroom apartment with a home office/home gym insurance. We're good at Nick's SUV and farmhouse with a remodeled kitchen/art gallery insurance.
And we're good at the Wilbur suburban home with the two-car garage/rehearsal space insurance. Have you seen my hockey socks?
Have you checked your sock drawer?
Start with Indiana Farm Bureau Insurance and stop knocking on wood.
Hello, Mishawaka fans. This is Superintendent Stevens here to tell you about our Mishawaka Parent Group. The MPG has the purpose of promoting partnerships with parents, teachers, school administration, and the community to enhance the educational environment for Mishawaka schools. Our parent group partners with Mishawaka Athletics to put on elementary sports, and they're always looking for volunteers to help with high school football game concessions. If you'd like to join or volunteer, feel free to email mishawakaparentgroup@gmail.com.
Welcome back here, getting ready for set number 3. I know I'm a little late to mention this, but if you guys have been watching from the beginning, I hope you guys enjoyed that little intro that we had. We're trying out something new. I made that a little bit ago. I think it's pretty good. Just a little intro for you guys.
Yeah.
A little transition into the broadcast.
Yeah, I watched it. It was nice. You also did one with featuring Kanye's song "Fall of God," a hype video.
I did.
For one of our games. I think
did.
it might have been Northridge. That was a well done piece there as well.
Thank you. A lot of fun, and that's in Mr. Rendell's class. So if you're a Mishawaka student listening to this, join that class.
Oh yeah,
let's do it.
And any viewers listening to this now, we will be back for girls basketball season. We're already prepping for that, so looking forward to it.
Yeah, I think I want to say we have 2 more home games, so 2 more volleyball broadcasts. After that is girls basketball. That's going to be a lot of fun. We have a lot of fun doing volleyball, but girls basketball, definitely very exciting also.
No doubt.
As we're getting ready to go here. That's going to be a point for the Cavemen. That was tipped at the net. So we've lost a little bit of our fans here. We still got a good amount of Marquette Marquette Catholic fans behind us.
Oh yeah.
But getting a little dry here at the Cave.
Brody, do you know where Marquette school where they're at, like the location?
I'm actually not sure.
Me either.
I would assume it's a little bit far because one, I've never heard of them, and they're independent, so probably a little bit far. I would guess maybe about an hour.
So for these fans to travel and watch their team like this, pretty cool.
Yeah, Skyler Creek's going to come up short on the serve, giving the Blazers a chance.
So right now, viewers, if you're just joining, game's tied up, 1 set apiece. As the Blazers score there, tying the game up. Mishawaka took the second set, the most recent set, and Marquette took the first, and a kind of shocking nail biter of a set, and it's a pretty close game here.
We've had some close sets.
Oh yeah,
for sure. Coppins-Clark gets it. Excuse me, Coppins-Clark. Oh my gosh.
We're gonna get it.
I'm gonna get it. One time.
Hold on.
One time. I'm just gonna say it without thinking, and I'm gonna get it.
Just for the broadcast sake, I had to add another
There's
tally.
2 tallies on my sheet right now. Creates the set to Ellie Adams. Gets blocked, and that lands in bounds. Point for the Blazers. They've been active all night at the net. And they pick up a big block there on Ellie Adams.
Brady, I'm starting to see this pattern. The Cavemen will set themselves apart by maybe 3, 4, 5 points, maybe even 6 or 7. And then the Blazers will come rushing back to tie it up or take the lead. I mean, to have that ability as a team consistently, very nice to have.
Very, very resilient. That's the word I would use to describe them. They like having their backs up against the wall. I think they think that's where they play the best. Ellie Adams going to pick up the point. Now she's back to serve.
Amelia Amos, the freshman, back in with the varsity group. See if she can make something happen.
The set. Balling, no good. Well, diving effort keeps it alive. Now Waddle. Oh, kind of an awkward play there. Good job, Elliot Watford, to keep that on Mishawaka's side. Keep it up. Going backwards. Now hit over by Creech. The high set. Balling gets denied by Creech with the one hand. Watford's there. Amos ends the volley. A little dump over there. Amos has been involved a lot today, and she's been involved in a couple of really big plays, that one included.
No doubt, Brady. She's been very, very impactful here in this contest. It was nice, I bet, for Mishawaka side, including Coach Anderson, to be on the winning side of that hunt for a point.
Spike goes down there. Point for the Blazers. Gosh, it must be weird being a caveman player right now. You're used to getting out to these early leads, but right now they got a team that's just refusing to give up, refusing to go away. They're right on their toes every single set. They're ready to play.
Oh, yeah. They're very, very resilient, as you said, and not going to lie, as they hit Mishawaka the point there, it's kind of fun to watch, you know. It's cool to see them be so resilient and relentless in their play.
Now Nikki Griffin back to serve. We talked about her a little bit earlier in the broadcast. She's been a much improved player.
Yeah.
She's been improving every single game, I would say.
And
Aubrey Scott, almost got the dunk. Now Griffin right there. Ty said Amos. Dig there by the Blazers. And that's going to land in bounds. Oh, yeah, ref finally awards on the point. We actually did have a good angle on that one. That one definitely landed in bounds.
It did.
The right call made.
Despite the diving effort by Nikki Griffin, it did land out of bounds. But as I said earlier in the broadcast, she's always willing to try to make those plays.
Yeah, been diving all over the floor all night. Oh, that's set. It's a bit behind Aubrey Scott. Rare we see that from Kylie Creech, and she owns up to it right away. Kylie picked up her 2,000th assist the other night, so that should tell you how rare that is.
Yeah, very big milestone.
Oh.
It's going to be
a spike. I'm not sure if that hit Nikki Griffin in the face or just around the shoulder. Definitely scary nonetheless. And she gets a standing ovation here.
Very locked in and unfazed. Ready to show the Blazers some
little Scott Sterling action. If you know, you know.
I'm loving the references today.
And that's going towards Mishawaka bench. Give me a point for the Cavemen. So Ella Wofford checks out. Set there by the Blazers. Waddle going off the hands of Nikki Griffin sideways, and the Blazers have the lead.
Just like that. Wow, okay. Marquette Catholic kind of proving some people wrong here.
Yeah, get to know them. I mean, they had that set. They could have just called it and said, got back on that bus and said, well, we won one set. Who cares if we lost 3-1? But no, they're here. They're trying to win this game. Copeland's car comes up short.
We're here for it, Birdie, but I had to say, The Cavemen are putting up a fight, a pretty strong one as well. I mean, they just took the lead. They're only leading by 2, and this is their first lead of the set. So
2 very resilient teams going head-to-head. Going to be sparks either way. Amos, bit too strong. Goes out the left side, and Blazers going to pick up the point. Score is 10-7 in favor of Marquette Catholic. High set by Creech, pushed over by Amos. Amos having a good night so far.
Yeah.
Olivia Orr gonna check in.
We just, that serve by number 11 from Marquette, and we don't have her number on our roster either, so.
Wish we did, because she's having a really good game. Wish we could shout her out.
Me too.
Oh, Nikki Griffin gets a piece of that one again, but not enough. Point for the Blazers.
A frustrated Nikki Griffin. Maybe she can use that to her advantage and show some healthy aggression towards making her team score some more points and get back into the set a little bit more.
Yeah, as an athlete, I know you can either channel that aggression or you can just turn it into moping and you can be a detriment to your team. But hopefully she chooses the latter. Like powerful spike by Ellie Adams. Too hard to handle. Dig attempted, no good. Nikki Griffin gonna take a seat. And Ayla Kohler subs in.
And a quick shout out to a graduated senior for the Mishawaka volleyball team, Delaney Cole, in the audience here, watching her former team.
Creech is right there. And gonna be a point for the Blazers. I think they hit Margaret Copens-Clark, Ellie Adams, and Ella Wofford. All of them, they just didn't really get a chance to hit it up.
Way to go, Birdie. I think that's 2 times in a row where you got the name right. Just
I did
off
it.
instinct.
Yes. If you guys could see my note sheet right now, I have Copens spelled out with an O underlined, so I know to emphasize it.
You also have 2 tallies, Brady, because you messed up the name twice.
I do. So I'm not perfect, but I'm getting better. Yeah, I think I saw one of the Cavemen touch the net. One for the Blazers. And they're leading by 4 right now. I believe that's their biggest lead in the whole game. And a timeout taken by Coach Anderson. And we'll also take a timeout. Scores 13-9, 1-1 sets.
Hi, I'm Nate Zolman. In 1963, my father, Bud Zolman, began working in the tire and automotive service industry. After many years of hard work and dedication, he and my mother, Diane, founded Zolman's Tire in 1978, 45 years ago. Today, we have 8 retail locations and 3 commercial truck, tire, and diesel locations. After all these years, Zolman's is still going strong, serving you and your family for 3 generations. Buy local, shop local. Zolman's Best One Tire and Auto Care.
Welcome back to the Mishawaka Network's broadcast of tonight's Cavemen volleyball game. Marquette leading the Cavemen in the 3rd set by 4. While we have a little bit of dead time, Brady, I'd like to talk a little bit about this project myself and the classmate in Mr. Reynolds' class are doing on you. And it's kind of about your story here at Mishawaka and how much you've meant to the school and Mishawaka Network.
Yeah, I'm definitely looking forward to that one. I know you've been working hard on it as Blazers pick up a point there.
Yeah, Bertie, you just recently sent me some videos and photos of yourself that will come in handy, and we're hoping to get some good interviews and show you in the best light possible because you surely deserve it.
I appreciate that. Now Creech with the set. And Ellie Adams. Oh, maybe a dunk chance. And they're going to blow it, the whistle and give the points to the Blazers. Wow, I was confused there. Usually when you see a a ball like that, you're expecting a dunk, but they let it go.
Yeah.
Kind of the wrong decision. Obviously, they got the point, but. So now Blazers leading by 6. Let's see how resilient Mishawaka is right now. Now it's going out the back end. Marquette Catholic up by 7. And throughout most of our broadcasts, we've both been describing Mishawaka as a very resilient team.
Yes.
Now's when you prove it.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a tie game in terms of sets. You're down by 7 to a team that you may not have been expecting to be losing to. So how are you going to respond?
Completely agree, Brady, and I look forward to seeing their approach at trying to respond here to the Blazers.
They're going to get a big break there. His bowling comes up short. And with their best server back deep, it's the right time to make a comeback.
That's one good step forward towards trying to make a statement and responding in the best way possible.
Well, the Kohler, no good. Try to push it over. Ellie Adams, top of the net. Fielded by the Blazers. Now punched over. Wise decision there by Ellie Adams. She's made a couple of those today where could go for the spike,
yeah,
but just decides to palm it over right in the right spot. Oh, whistle blowing, gonna be a point for the Blazers. Gonna call a double hit on the Cavemen. Definitely not what you needed there. Just trying to cut into this Marquette Catholic lead. Ellie Adams lands in bounds. No one wanted any part of that one.
Slowly but surely starting to start a comeback process, the Cavemen are, and Ellie Adams back there to serve for him. Definitely a strong step in the right direction at trying to complete this comeback.
Good stop there by Ella Wofford. She calls for it, she gets it over. And a spike. The Creech is there. Now Adams, diving effort, just comes up short. And Ellie Adams comes up big for her team right there.
You can tell she's having a lot of fun, Brady. I think the whole team is. Now, obviously, it's kind of hard to be having a ton of fun when you're on the losing side of things.
I was just about to say.
But the game is yet to see a result, so come to a result, I should say. So.
I'm sure they're going to be having a lot more fun once they have the lead and once this game's over. Well, diving over by Creech. Gets a piece of it, but not high enough. Blazers pick it up right there. So keeping the Cavemen at an arm's length so far. Their lead is 5. Corey Ladd, the junior, going to serve here for the Blazers. Now Aubrey Scott. Who else? She's been the go-to player here for the Cavemen when they need a point. And we have number 5 for the Cavemen checking in here.
Andrew Shields here. A primary JV player, but she got some varsity time last game, so.
And she's going to get the ace.
How about that? Andy Shields, first play of our varsity time today, and she gets an ace.
Timeout taken by the Blazers. We're going to cut to commercials real fast. We'll be back with no more set 3. It's going to come down to the wire.
Some see a student athlete working on a shot. We see a powerful lesson in persistence. Some see a student preparing for success on an exam. We see a student athlete preparing for success in life. Proud to keep education in front of athletics since 1903.
At Indiana Farm Bureau Insurance, we're not just good at insurance. We're good at Emma and Jake's just baby-proof their 2-bedroom bungalow to prepare for baby number 1 insurance.
We're good at Madeline and Chance's just gave in and became minivan people to make room for baby number 2 insurance.
And we're good at Gabby and Nate's just moved to a house with a bigger backyard to welcome fur baby number 3 insurance. Start with Indiana Farm Bureau Insurance and stop knocking on wood.
Welcome back here to the Cave. Scores 18-15 in favor of the Blazers. But coming off an ace, timeout was called by Marquette Catholic. See how they can respond, and they're going to pick up a much-needed point there. Great response. Brings the lead back out to 4. So they've just denied these comeback efforts time and time again from the Cavemen in this set.
Yeah, and a lot of enthusiasm on the Marquette side, on and off the floor. So,
oh, a block goes right back to the Cavemen. Oh, she looked like one of the Marquette players might have cupped it a little bit, but
yeah,
doesn't matter. It's going to be a point for Mishawaka regardless.
As I was saying, Brady, the Marquette side very excited. The fans, the bench, and the players on the floor right now. So it's always nice to kind of have that enthusiasm there as Aubrey Scott pushes that serve over the net.
Oh, great play there by the Blazers just to get that one back on the Caveman side. And Copens-Clark. And a spike there.
Wow.
Waddle.
They're
been everywhere.
Their reaction time, their focus, their dominance. I mean, despite the 4-point lead only, still a pretty great performance. Very athletic team, and I'm impressed. I'm impressed.
Like I said, this Caveman team has just been held at arm's length throughout this entire set. Every time you think they're gonna spark that comeback, Marquette just says no way. But that's gonna help right there as they pick up the point.
Real quick, while we have some dead time, shout out to a viewer who wanted a shout out, Alexa Davis. Appreciate you for viewing, and we appreciate all you viewers. Keep it going.
We appreciate you guys.
We're gonna try to get a third member of our crew on here in a little bit. But,
Forehead called. Set by Creech. Copens-Clark gets denied. And Blazers get the point there.
Some back and forth action here. And seems like Marquette's been on the winning side of it so far. But you never know what could happen, man. You never know.
They've been inching closer and closer and closer to that magic number of 25. Caveman might be running out of time.
Oh yeah, you never know. But we've seen them come back.
We've seen both teams come back. We're definitely not counting them out. And a much needed point there. Great play by Ellie Adams. Ayla Kohler gonna sub in. Kylie Creech in the serve. And almost a screen set there by the Blazers, and Ellie Adams making another great play. Cuts the lead to 1.
Some exciting plays happening here, Brady, and a very exciting game. Very, very exciting.
A Let's Go Caveman chant starting in the crowd. Maybe that's what they need. Like I said, a little dry here in the cave.
A little bit.
Blazers are going to pick up the point.
I'm kind of surprised, Brady, considering the intensity of this game.
The intensity, we don't have enough people here to witness it.
Please, viewers.
Viewers, we love you. Thank you for listening to the broadcast, but
please,
if you can, get here to the cave. Especially for Thursday, that's going to be a big one.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
Wawasee.
As Mishawaka picks up a very much needed point there, edging the lead, Marquette's lead down to 1. But yes, viewers, please, we're going to actually send it down to our third member, Luke Wagner here with a
former player, Delaney Cole.
So, Delaney, just how does it feel being back in the cave today?
It's really cool. I love seeing these players grow. They look so smart and even better than last year. So.
Just how resilient has the team been? Not always being up, but always fighting in this game.
Yeah, they keep great attitudes up, and I think that's what they really needed this year.
Any comments on how the game is going? What do you think should adjustments being? What is Coach Anderson talking in the huddle?
They look to really get back up right after they mess up, and I think they are smart with their shots, and they're putting it where they need to win.
Thank you.
That's Luke Wagner, third member of our crew. Great interview there. Always fun to have former players back here in the cave. Delaney Cole now playing for Lake Michigan College, LMC, playing volleyball in college. So we're really happy for her.
Yeah.
Glad to have her back.
She was a great player. She had a really good high school career. Good to get some comments from her, and nice for her to talk about some of her younger teammates, her younger former teammates.
So Cavemen, in the midst of their comeback, I don't want to jinx it. Don't call it a comeback, but looking to make one right here. They're trailing by 1.
Was that a LL Cool J reference, or was that just kind of coincidence?
That was a Brady Gallo reference. That was an original.
Okay, I like it.
Ella Wofford, powerful spike, fielded, but no one's there. And we got a tie ball game.
I love it. I love it. I know it's kind of dry in here, Brady, but I'm feeling the energy just on the table here, just within the broadcast.
Yeah.
I'm feeling it.
We're supplying 90% of the energy in here right now.
We always do.
Ella Wofford, diving effort, but no one's there. And the Blazers, after getting the game tied up, losing their lead, they get it right back.
Ayla Kohler kind of put in a rather uncomfortable situation there. Didn't really know how to make the play or win.
Aubrey Scott tipped over. Now Waddle. Freesh got a piece of it. Are they going to be able to get it over? They're not. So the Cavemen are in jeopardy of losing their second set here. And a wise timeout called by Coach Anderson.
I'm a little nervous, Brady. I'm a little nervous.
I am a little nervous. I mean, cool, that first set, that was fun. We don't get to see that many close games, but
yeah.
now it's not a joke.
It's getting serious now.
It's getting serious here. Taking a 2-1 set lead is more important than you would probably think. I would probably describe this as if for any baseball fans out there, Game 4 of the World Series.
Yeah.
Kind of the swing, or maybe around like Game 3. Take that 2-1 lead. That team who takes a 2-1 lead just has such a massive advantage over the whole series, and that's what Marquette Catholic is looking to do here.
I would say for any NBA fans taking Game 6 in NBA Finals series, I mean, you're up 3-2. It's not win or go home situation. The team has to win 2 games or one more game, and then another game to finish the job. It's just going up 2-1 sets. And the game is it's very monumental for the team, for their enthusiasm, and it would hurt Mishawaka a lot.
Yeah.
If Marquette went up like that.
Zero breathing room for the Cavemen right now. No room for mistakes. Let's see how they handle it. Ellie Adams punches it over. Oh, miscommunication, and they're going to get a big break. Oh. And I think we had a wood burn. I heard a screech. That was Mackenzie Snyder. He got burned by the court. Never want to see that.
Yeah, she's trying to kind of walk it off here. Sure, that was painful.
And that's going to land inbounds. So,
wow.
Marquette Catholic has a 2-1 set lead over the Mishawaka Cavemen.
I'm feeling the same feeling I was feeling Saturday night. Last minute, heartbreaker.
Man.
Game's not over yet.
And I mean, in the great words of Stephen A. Smith, oh my God, I actually just blanked.
It flew over your head?
It did fly over my head.
Oh, man.
But you know what didn't fly over my head? Cutting down to our third man on the crew, Luke Wagner. Luke, what has been the key to the game so far for Marquette Catholic? They've done a really, really good job coming back in this game.
Yeah, I mean, it's been a really good match here. 2 sets to 1. Each set has been really close. You know, just resiliency has been really the key here for both teams. Both of them not really with big leads in any of the sets, but continues to fight. It's been really entertaining here. Another quote here from Coach Heck himself: "Players play, tough players win." So I mean, it's just resiliency out here. It's pretty much just a dogfight.
Yeah, we love to hear it, Luke. Thank you for that cut.
Yep.
And Daniel, I remember what I was going to say. In the words of Stephen A., no disrespect whatsoever, but coming into this game, I did not expect to be here. And did you expect to be here?
I did not. I never expect to be here, especially this season, how well we've played, how much we've been able to take over a game and dominate and finish the job very quickly. I was not expecting it to be, I mean, maybe tied 1-1. Okay, that's one thing. Tied 2-2, that's another thing, which could still very well happen. But, I mean, 2-1, I was not expecting that. Wasn't expecting it.
No, I don't think anyone was, except for the Marquette Catholic faithful behind us. I'm sure they're having a fantastic time. But we're going to take a break at 1:20 left here until the 4th set. Been a minute since we've covered a 4th set. But we're going to be back, like I said, about 1:10 now with more set 4. Or the beginning of set 4 set.
Hi, I'm Nate Zollman. In 1963, my father, Bud Zollman, began working in the tire and automotive service industry. After many years of hard work and dedication, he and my mother, Diane, founded Zollman's Tire in 1978, 45 years ago. Today, we have 8 retail locations and 3 commercial truck, tire, and diesel locations. After all these years, Zollman's is still going strong, serving you and your family for 3 generations. Buy local, shop local. Zollman's Best One Tire and Auto Care.
Some see a student athlete working hard in the weight room. We see a future leader learning there are no shortcuts to success. Some see a start to a swim meet. We see the starting blocks for life. Proud to keep education in front of athletics since 1903.
Welcome back here. We got about 4 seconds to go till that buzzer sounds. Start of set number 4. And shout out to Dylan Baylor over here running our TriCaster. Doing a fantastic job. Dylan's been with us for about as long as I have, about 1.5 years. Doing a fantastic job. But we're getting ready to go here. Cavemen in a bit of a hole here.
Yeah, Brady,
this feels like game 6 of the NBA Finals.
Let's see who's going to step up for Mishawaka and be the Klay Thompson. If you guys get that reference.
If you know, you know. Kylie Creech is compared to LeBron James, so we'll see how she responds here in game number 6. Well, it's not really game number 6. It's game number 4.
Comparison made by yours truly. Gotten some comments about it. I'm standing by it. Think it was a good comparison. Very, very dominant. Let's see it here.
Kylie Creech on the serve here, ironically.
I say?
There we go.
Dominant.
There we go.
Helping her team out with an assist. You're laughing, Bertie, but you know it's true.
Oh, my goodness.
You know it's true.
If you guys didn't tune into that one, we had some NBA player comparisons.
That was a good one.
Oh, man.
Running back, watching both film.
Yeah, watch some film on us.
Yet another broadcast classic by the duo.
Ella Wofford pushed it over, but they're ready for it. Now Balling just dumps it back on the Caveman side. Oh, a diving effort by two Blazer players. Comes up empty. Caveman, 3-0 run. Start this one.
Annie Waddle, who's been an absolute dog for Marquette, trying her best, kind of juggling it, and couldn't make the play, unfortunately.
Ayla Kohler's there to field that one. That's going to land inbounds. Wow, fantastic placement there.
Off to a 4-0 lead now in the fourth set. Kind of nice to see.
So credit where credit's due. Caveman, after being put in a position that they probably didn't expect to be in, they've come out hot here in set number 4. Oh, but no one's there to field that one.
Wow. 4-1 Mishawaka here as Blazers get their first point of the fourth set. Real quick while we have some dead time, I know we're going heavy on the shout-outs like we were on the comparisons a few weeks ago. Shout out to Mike Belting over here helping Dylan Baylor with the TriCaster.
And that's going to go out of bounds. Point for Marquette Catholic. And if you guys are interested, got a bit of a break here. We got some Monday Night Football action going on as we speak. Eagles leading the Buccaneers 10-3, and the Bengals and the Rams. Rams are up 3-0 in that one.
Scopens Clark kind of miscalculates the direction of that kill attempt there, but you know, that's one of her rare mistakes. I mean, she's a very talented player, usually very accurate, but it's going to happen every once in a while.
She's been very, very good this year. Like you said, don't see her make too many mistakes. And an ace there. Just put it in the right spot. Olivia Balling. Perfect placement right in the middle of the court. Ellie Adams is rejected back in the Caveman side. Gets another chance. Gets on the hands of number 3, Elenia Balling. And Daniel, something I noticed, I don't know why I'm just noticing this now. The volleyball players, they like slap the top of the ball before they serve. Or at least Balling did right there.
Yeah.
Is there some sort of science to that? Well, Ella Wofford didn't do it, so I don't know. Maybe that's just a Marquette Catholic thing.
What do you mean? Are you talking about the dribble before? Like,
no. Here, well, just drop it. We're past it by now.
I'm curious.
I wasn't sure if that was a universal thing. But apparently I just haven't been paying attention.
I have to keep an eye out because now I'm curious.
Ellie Adams gets the point there. That was a
flashback from last year.
Flashback. Reminiscent of her sister on that play. Tipped at the net. Ella Wofford dives for it, not going to get there.
So, Brady, are you talking about, so you're not talking about the dribble before they go up into the process of the set, like when a basketball player dribbling before a free throw? What are you talking about here?
Here, we'll see if we get it here. It's not on. No, they didn't do it.
Huh. Oh. I think I might understand what you're.
Oh my! And
wow!
As you're talking, Ellie Adams.
What a play!
Puts that one down with some authority.
Electrifying kill there. You mean when she's like kind of stabilizing the ball, and then
and
she goes up?
And she slaps it. I didn't know if that was universal. I got to pay more attention.
That kind of reminds me of like when a QB slaps it before they
That's
throw
what
it.
I was thinking.
Okay, all right, I see you.
You see Ellie Adams. Oh,
kind of confused here.
Oh, whistle blown.
Oh,
one of the flagsmen weren't in the right spot.
Kind of new, I'm assuming. A little embarrassed by it, but we're ready to go here.
So I think what I'm discovering is that every player just kind of has a different serving technique.
I think
Skaven
you're
pick
right.
up the point there.
I think you're right. Just like every QB has a different throwing motion, and basketball player has a different free throw routine.
Absolutely. Now Ellie Adams back on the serve, and she picks up the ace.
Catching them off guard. 5-point lead, Cavemen.
And a timeout called by the Blazers.
I would say, Brady, it's been a little too long since we've seen this kind of lead from the Cavemen.
Yeah. But as we know now, no lead is safe. Let's cut down to the third member of our crew, Luke Wagner, on this one. Luke, Cavemen are up by 5 right now, but we all know that that lead isn't safe. What is Mishawaka going to have to do differently in this set to make sure that they keep this, that they maintain this lead and maybe even extend it?
They just have to keep up the energy. The energy around the team has been different this set. We've seen a lot of powerful kills from Adams and just a great saves and great serves overall. This set, in my opinion, has looked the best so far for the Cavemen, and it is showing up by 5 so far.
Yeah, definitely doing a great job this set. Thank you, Luke.
Yep.
Third member of our crew, Luke Wagner. We've got 7 seconds left in this timeout. I would say a wise timeout by Coach Lane from Marquette Catholic. She clearly is doing a fantastic job with this team. It seems like every time they call a timeout or Coach Anderson calls a timeout, they're coming out with a different kind of energy.
Yeah. I just got a quick comment. Shout out to Leah Pearson for helping us out with that, too. It's like a batting routine that every player has, or a pitcher's routine before you're going up to the plate or to the mound.
I think I'm starting to understand.
Yeah.
Oh, and a spike gets put down there. With some authority.
So we just received some news that this school that we thought was kind of unknown, or at least to us, has won 9 state titles in volleyball.
Gosh.
1 in boys basketball and 2 in girls basketball, so maybe we'll be seeing them.
I am so sorry for
this
any
season.
disrespect that was thrown their way unintentionally. As they get the point there.
Yeah, me too. Sorry to all the Marquette fans. I mean,
They've proven us wrong, for sure.
that's pretty remarkable. I mean, and admirable. It's a big number.
Yeah, they have. Well, they haven't won recently, but this is a very historically successful program.
Now,
as that one's gonna get down for an ace.
Now, obviously, Marquette, a pretty prominent school, as we're seeing from those 9 titles. Their most recent title in 2009, so it's been quite some time, over a decade. But we're seeing now that they're still a pretty talented team. You know, good program.
There's something to be said about a winning culture, and we're definitely seeing it right now. Great dig there by Ella Wofford. Saves the kill, but it's not going to matter. And a point for the Blazers.
Well,
I mean, what else did we expect? Blazers are right back in this one after trailing by 5.
We had that, yeah. We've had that 5-point lead. Nowhere to be found.
And Waddle gets that one inbounds. And lead erased for the Cavemen.
And viewers,
My
just hear that
goodness.
bench. If you hear a loud noise, it's probably Marquette's bench. They're very excited. I mean, look at that precision and accuracy. That was something. They've been doing that all game long, Brady.
Ella Wofford calls for it. It's the bump. And Ellie Adams responds with a kill of her own. So very, very back and forth. And I got a feel for these Cavemen players. That's got to be pretty demoralizing. You get up time and time again, and you just lose that lead, seemingly most of the time. And that's got to be a bad feeling.
I would definitely agree, Brady. Though it may be demoralizing, it is up to them and only them to keep that lead alive.
And that's going to help right there. They extend the lead to 2.
This game isn't over yet.
No, not by any means. This game's still very much in play.
Andy Shields, the sophomore, back in. Playing pretty well.
And it was only a matter of time before we got our first announcer curse of the game.
We just jinxed.
It took 4 sets, but
yeah,
it was bound to happen.
For those of you that are committed viewers, we have this all the time, dating back to all the way last year's volleyball season. Brady and I have a habit of jinxing these players as Mishawaka goes ahead and tallies another point to their lead.
Aubrey Scott back to serve. She's having a great year and a great game. Definitely someone you want back there on the serve. And that's going to fall. Ellie Adams got tipped at the net, but thankfully there's no one there on the Marquette side to field it. And now a 3-point lead. But there might as well be a 1-point lead the way that we've seen momentum swing in this game.
I certainly agree, Brady. It's gone back and forth many, many times.
When that barely gets over. Diving in right, Ellie Adams. Now Aubrey Scott gets it. Great job by the Cavemen. Shields is there. Got a good volley going right now. That's going to land out of bounds. Borderline play right there. Goes Mishawaka's way, I could say.
Very important and monumental call for the Mishawaka side. Helped them out quite a bit. Extended it to a 4-point lead.
Balling punches it. Recruits with a set. Coppins Clark gets a much needed point. Cavemen lead by 5. Just trying to keep stacking up points. As we mentioned, they're down 2-1 in sets, so they cannot afford to lose this one, or we are going home.
9 points away from tying the ball game up.
That's going to be a point for Mishawaka.
Now 8 points away.
But as we mentioned, cannot get comfortable with this lead.
No, as we can see, based on those state titles and based on their performance today, Marquette's known for doing pretty well.
Winning culture for sure. Amos lands in bounds. Fantastic play, and a timeout is going to be called by the Blazers. Just trying to regather her team. We've talked about how good the Marquette Catholic timeouts have been.
Yeah.
Let's see what adjustment that she makes. Third member of our crew, Luke Wagner. What do you think is being said in that Marquette Catholic huddle right now?
Just being able to defend the net a little bit better. Right now, the Cavemen are being able to tip balls, and the kills that have been blocked have just been landing on the Marquette side. So right now, I just think that they're trying to get better blocks at the net and just overall better play from their team.
All right, thanks, Luke.
Yep.
That's Luke Wagner, and I could not agree more. We saw earlier in the sets that they ended up winning, they were very active at the net. They were denying some of those Ellie Adams spikes, those Aubrey Scott spikes. And they haven't been doing so much of that. That's the reason why they only got 11 points and down by 7 here. And I'm sure that's something being discussed in the huddle.
No doubt about it, Brady. I have a feeling that Coach Anderson and the Mishawaka Cavemen are pretty pleased by their performance as of late, especially in this set. And these last couple of points scored by them, they've been very focused. I mean, this Marquette team, very fast-paced, very aggressive, and I think Mishawaka is starting to adapt to that way of play, and they're doing a pretty good job.
That's shoveled over. Amos gets a chance, tips in the net. Like we mentioned, they're going to need more of those. Denying those kills, and that's going backwards. Almost into the crowd. Marquette only down by 6. Don't want to give him a chance to serve here. Elena Balling back to serve. Copens Clark, no good. Wofford's there. Amos again, and she scores again. She has been hammering it down, almost in that same spot. Every time on that spike is Orr going to sub in for it. So good shift there by Amelia Amos.
Yeah. For the freshman, you know, she's been playing some pretty good volleyball as of late. This entire season, I should say.
Very, very impactful player. Ooh, ref says that lands inbounds.
Oh, that was close, Brady. I don't know about you, but from my angle, that was very, very close. I couldn't really tell.
Definitely a close call, but not a lot of obstruction from the Mishawaka players, so got to believe that one hit the line. So Marquette gets another chance to start their comeback. Only down by 6. They've come back for more. Coppins Clark. Copens Clark. Oh my God. She gets it down. Ayla Kohler going to sub in. Kylie Creech back to serve. Only needs 5 points, and we're going to set number 5.
We haven't seen that at all this season, Brady.
Clutch point there by the Blazers. Good to cut that Kylie Creech serving round short if they want to make a comeback, because she very well could have scored 5 straight. Eliana pushes it over. Blazers are there. Whistle blown, point Blazers. They're going to call a double hit on the Cavemen. Costly mistake right there.
Yeah, cutting their pretty comfortable lead at one time down to 5. And we know how capable Marquette is of taking that lead back.
Oh, and that's going backwards. I think we've been saying this after every point, but very, very important point. Very crucial right there. Every point is becoming bigger and bigger.
And who better to have back there than Ella Wofford? You know, one of their better servers.
And Waddle gets that one down. She's been hard to stop here tonight for the Cavemen.
Yes, she has. And I know at first we kind of highlighted her height, being 6'2", but she's used a lot more than that this game. I mean, she's just a very talented player, very smart, very skillful, and it's been a privilege to watch her play today.
Yeah, definitely been using her height to advantage. As she gets, that's Baldwin that got the ace there. Yeah, been using the height to the advantage. I mean, we've seen players taller than 6'2", but none have been as good as she's been tonight.
Completely agree, Brady.
And Ellie Adams gets the point.
And Ellie Adams is going to serve now for the Cavemen.
Just need 3 points to go, but it feels like a lot more knowing that Marquette could come back at any time. And they get the dunk. That lands in bounds.
What a play.
So we're 2 points away from a set number 5. And that'll be the first game that we've called together that goes that far. And that goes down.
As Ella Wofford gives the head top sign. That was a nice play.
On your head.
Looks like this game's going to set 5, Brady. We have not seen that since last season, I believe.
Daniel, you should not have said that.
I'm just saying.
Just going to put it out there?
I'm just saying.
Oh, man, we've seen.
Or no.
Daniel, if they lose this lead, it's on you. Just letting you know.
7-point lead, man. There we go.
And there we go.
What did I say? Call my shots.
We are headed to set number 5.
Call my shots.
You can call it Game 7, call it Round 12, call it whatever you want. This is winner
go home.
Winner go home. I was searching for that final word. Thank you for finding it for me. Luke, third member of our crew. We gave the analogy of Game 7, round 12 in a boxing match. This is probably the first set number 5 that you've experienced. How excited are you for this one, and how important, how back and forth do you think this set's going to be?
This is undoubtedly the most fun I've ever had at a volleyball game. This has been just an electric game. It's been wonderful to watch. Obviously, I hope that the Cavemen are able to pull out the win. But right now, Coach Anderson's just kind of calming down his team and just kind of getting them refocused for this set 5 here. Just trying to finish it out.
All right, Luke. Enjoy the set 5. It's going to be a good one.
Yeah.
In case you guys don't know, set 5 is a little bit different.
Oh, yeah.
We're going to be playing to 15, win by 2, unlike 25, because we've already been here long enough. It's 9:01.
Yeah.
We're usually packing up around this time, but we still got more volleyball to play. Hey, I'm not complaining. I hope you guys are still tuned in to this broadcast. We're going to take a break. Got about minute 40 left. We'll be back with set number 5, the conclusion of this epic game.
Some see a student athlete working on a shot. We see a powerful lesson in persistence. Some see a student preparing for success on an exam. We see a student athlete preparing for success in life. Proud to keep education in front of athletics since 1903.
Some people see a huddle in the locker room. We see a second classroom. Some see a student athlete on the court. We see a future leader in the community. You see, high school sports in Indiana are special. That's because they're about learning and growing, not just winning and losing. Fans, I'm Commissioner Paul Neidig. Support education-based athletics in Indiana by buying a ticket to your high school's next athletic event.
At Indiana Farm Bureau Insurance, we're not just good at insurance. We're good at Matt's 1-car, 2-bedroom apartment with a home office/home gym insurance. We're good at Nick's SUV and farmhouse with a remodeled kitchen/art gallery insurance.
And we're good at the Wilbur suburban home with the 2-car garage/rehearsal space insurance. Have you seen my hockey socks?
Have you checked your sock drawer?
Start with Indiana Farm Bureau Insurance and stop knocking on wood.
Welcome back to the Cave. If you're just joining us, you missed a fantastic game. We're locked up 2-2 here in set number 5. Like I said, rules a little different. We're going to be playing to 15, win by 2 instead of the regular 25. It's going to be a great one. I feel like there should be some Rocky music playing right now, because this game is going the distance. And, I mean, maybe we didn't know about those past state titles for Marquette, but I think it's safe to say that they were a bit of an underdog coming into this game, and they have definitely silenced the haters and the doubters, us included. We got some movement here before the set starts.
Yep. They're getting ready. They're pumped, just like we are, Brady.
And I just wish that we had more people here in the cave to witness this with us.
Me too. Got some Marquette fans still here. I mean,
yeah,
they're kind of showing us up a little bit.
They are.
As far as the fan base.
Yeah. Shout out to all you Marquette Blazer fans out there.
And to you Mishawaka viewers, please bring yourselves and your friends. Come watch these games, man. We only got a few left. I think about 2.
2 more home games, I believe. But we are getting ready. And the Blazers get on the board right away.
Annie Waddle out there getting hype. She's excited, trying to hype up her team out there to serve here for Marquette.
Creech with the set. Opens Clark. That's going sideways. Good response there by the Cavemen.
Ella Watford, who better than her to serve for the Cavemen? She is leading the team with 40 aces this season so far, excluding this game.
And that's going sideways, and she picks one up here.
2-1, Mishawaka leading.
And you know something I just noticed, Daniel?
What's up?
Bit of an abbreviated celebration there.
Yeah?
Here in the 5th set. Maybe they're trying to be more businesslike. But they hit the celebration there, so maybe I was just losing my mind.
Maybe they're just trying to, ride their momentum a little bit.
Slowly get their swagger back.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, Ayla Kohler almost got a dunk, and that's going to land out of bounds. Marquette fans making some noise.
They're getting excited, man.
Number 3, Elena Balling. Back deep to serve for the Blazers. Punched over by Aubrey Scott, but that lands out of bounds. And so, very fitting in this game. Cavemen have a lead and lose it right now, tie game. Ellie Adams responds there with a point of her own.
And she's going to go back to serve. And Brady, we were talking about the Balling sisters. I guess we haven't confirmed yet that they're sisters, but they've been doing pretty well.
Oh, definitely. They've been some of the stars on the Marquette team, and diving effort there by Ellie Adams to keep that one up.
Way to keep the play alive.
Now Kylie Creaser with the effort of her own. And Amos tried to get over, no good. And that's too strong. Waddle was the one who touched that one last.
Wow.
Cavemen, 10 to go.
Some great focus there. Some great focus there.
And I'd like to point out, I don't think Kylie Creech has sat at all today. I think she's played the whole game.
I think you might be right. She's been out there a lot.
Ellie Adams got up high for the spike. But no good. Ayla Kohler going to dump it over, and she gets the point. Big, big point there. And a timeout called.
A pretty good one, Birdie.
So we're getting down to it. We're gonna take a break here, about 50 seconds left, and be back with maybe the conclusion of this epic set number 5.
Community, collaboration, teamwork. This is what local means to TLCU Financial. In our community, everyone plays a part, and we're here to play ours. As a credit union, it's what we do. Welcome to TLCU Financial, and bank like a local.
Hi, I'm Vicki. To become a member, visit us at tlcufinancial.org or stop in at our Mishawaka branch across from John Young Middle School. Your credit union, your way.
Hello, Cavemen. It's Dr. Joe Winnick. with Winneck Family Orthodontics. I'm excited to be a part of the Cavemen athletic season. Our office offers Invisalign and braces for both children and adults. Call us for your complimentary consultation today. We take our business seriously, but our ultimate goal is to put a smile on your face.
Slide what now? Slide. Bring it up now. Bring it back now. Giddy up, giddy up, giddy up, giddy up now.
For more information, visit our website at www.winneckfamilyortho.com.
Welcome back here. Cavemen lead the Marquette Blazers 6-3 in set number 5. It's been a great game. Blazers looking to respond like they have all game. And yeah, they're going to call a raise on that one, I think. Yep. Cavemen up by 4 here.
Man.
But we've seen that leaves definitely not safe.
Oh, no. Marquette is capable of a lot.
And a crucial ace. Ellie Adams, definitely been the MVP of this game.
Oh, yeah.
Should Mishawaka win this one.
If I'm going to jinx anybody, Brady, it's going to be the opposing team. As long as I'm not doing it to the Cavemen, I'm content.
You can sleep at night. Oh, line drive. That one had some velocity on it. Good job just to field that one. Tipped, and Kohler's going to pick up the point.
It's looking good, but I'm not going to say anything else. But they're playing.
It's looking good.
They're playing well. They're playing very, very well.
Cavemen lead by 6. Look, there we go. We did it.
I think.
Man.
Man.
That one goes out the back end. And Marquette's going to get a chance.
Sorry to all the Mishawaka fans out there. I jinxed it.
Number 14, Corey Ladd, back to serve here for the Blazers. Amos gets blocked. She was just going for the floater. Got denied. What an effort by Amos. Amelia Amos to keep that one in play. The Blazers are going to capitalize and pick up the point. But what an effort just to keep that play alive for a little longer.
Coach Anderson was looking for a block by, I believe, Ayla Kohler, but just didn't come to her attention.
Set by Creech to Aubrey Scott, and she gets it. She's been so good at that all year.
Andy Shields coming in for Ayla Kohler. She's going to go back and serve. Her first play of the game, Brady, was an ace.
I believe that was back in set number 3. It would be huge if she got another one right here. And a block is going out of bounds. So point for the Blazers. And that looks like number 12, Olivia Balling. She leads the team in aces, I believe. She does with 40.
Same as Ella Watford.
Set by Creech. Aubrey Scott too strong. They want a tip, and they're not going to get it. But good try there. Good effort there by the Cavemen players to sell it.
Man, 3 points.
Separate these two great teams.
Very, very talented.
And an ace by Balling. Oh my goodness. God, it looked like she's like almost hesitated a little bit and said, you know, I'm going to put it right there. She did. She got the point.
Hey, accuracy is accuracy. Gotta love it.
Set by Creech. Aubrey Scott almost gets it down. Now Creech. Aubrey Scott gets blocked. Oh my goodness.
My gosh.
That's about as powerful as a block that you are ever going to see. And that Caveman lead has just been erased. Oh my goodness.
Wow.
That block had some
man.
That one came down to the floor in a hurry.
Had some anger on it. That's a little some extra.
Yeah. Seemed personal almost. Score is 10-9. And Marquette, they've just been so good tonight.
Yeah, they have.
So good tonight. I don't know if I'm going to be able to say it as we're almost done with this broadcast, but I've been so impressed with this team. I mean, like we said, we've done a couple broadcasts where teams maybe come out strong in the first set, come out strong early, but they've just they've stayed strong this entire time, stayed resilient, and they're putting themselves in position to potentially win this game.
Yes, they are, Brady, and it's been a privilege to watch both teams compete and battle it out. Games yet to come to a result, but I have a feeling it's going to be an interesting one. Entertaining, just like the rest of this game, as Balling is back to serve.
High set by Creech. Why am I getting that mixed up? That's Ellie Adams. Ellie Adams made a name for herself here tonight and all year.
Aubrey Scott, let's see what she can do.
Magic numbers 4 here for the Cavemen. And blocked. That goes out of bounds. Blazers get the point.
Magic numbers 4, you said, Brady, and look who's wearing the jersey number 4, the MVP of the game, Ellie Adams. Let's see if she can continue to make some stuff happen.
That's going backwards, and that hit the basketball hoop.
Oh, man.
Tough break, and we got a tie ball game.
The basketball hoop saved them. The backboard gave them a little bit of help there.
So the design of the cave coming to bite the Cavemen here. Set by Creech. Ellie Adams. Great placement there on that point. And Olivia Orr going to check in for Amelia Amos, I should say. Oof, and I'm sure her heart's pounding right now.
Yeah,
it's a massive, massive spot. Waddle gets denied.
They keep the play alive.
Oh, good placement. Good play there by Ellie Adams. Keep it in. That's going high. That hit the rafters. And Blazers able to keep playing it. Oh, my gosh. That's tipped by Marquette. Point for the Cavemen.
That electricity is coming back. It's coming back. The crowd getting a little fiery up here.
And a timeout called. Man, it sounds like we got a full gym here tonight. Oh, my goodness. Let's go down to Luke Wagner here for maybe the last time before this game is over. Luke, Mishawaka, magic number, 2 points. But time and time again, we've seen this Marquette team be resilient and to prevent them from capitalizing on those leads. What's Mishawaka going to have to do to finally close this one out?
They just have to stay disciplined. They just got to keep doing what they've been doing this set. They've been able to bounce back and from a 2-0 deficit, and now they're looking to win this game 3-2.
Any bold predictions for us towards the end of the set?
Well, Cavemen homer like me. Cavemen win 25-11.
Well, actually, look,
it's 15.
It's 15 is the highest amount of points the team can score in the 5th set. But I love the prediction. I love the fact that you say that Mishawaka's going to win. So thank you, Luke.
Yeah.
That's Luke Wagner. He says that we're going to score 25.
Hey, I'm not bad at it.
I would
More
love
points?
to score 25.
More points? I'm okay with it.
We'll win and we'll just be like, well, let's keep going.
Yeah,
let's play to 25.
Let's keep that ball rolling.
But Olivia Orr trying to just get to 15 right now. Oh, great play by Ella Watford. That's going out of bounds. Oh my goodness.
Man.
This game has had everything that you could want.
This is electric. It's the only way I can describe it.
Electric.
I don't know, Brady. This might be one of our classics. We've had a lot of good ones.
This is a classic.
We've had a lot of good ones as a duo, as
This
a broadcast.
might be the best game that we've called.
To the crew that's here, appreciate you guys. We've done a great job as a unit. And let's keep this game going, man.
Ellie Adams, powerful spike, denied. Oh, and they're going to give that to the Cavemen. A double hit. Oh, my gosh.
1 point.
Very timely play. And Ayla Cole are going to sub in. One more point.
A 2-point difference between teams.
Kylie Creech looking to end this one. Olivia Orr saves it. Oh, Blissful blow. They're going to give it to the Blazers. A violation called by Mishawaka.
This is more intense than how this is more of a strong feeling than I felt on Saturday when Notre Dame was playing.
For you Notre Dame fans out there, you got to be feeling a little bit of deja vu right now as this one's coming down to the wire.
Yeah, and to you guys, if you're still hurting, it's okay. I am too. It was tough. But now we've got a new game to focus on, a pretty good one too.
Yeah, wow. This is just electric. I know you already said it, but just electric. I don't even want to go to commercials. I just want to keep talking about this game. I don't want this one to end.
Me either, Brady. It's unlike anything we've seen before as a broadcasting crew. I mean, this is just, we've seen 5 sets before. Not many times, but we've seen it before. We've never seen it this close before, Brady, and it's pretty extraordinary.
Every single set has been close. Every set has been back and forth. Everyone's had drama. This is going to go down as a classic. I mean, it already is a classic.
It is.
No matter what the result is, both of these teams have got to be walking away being proud of at least something.
It's a great game, and I personally can't wait to see what the result of it will be. But I have my pick. I have my prediction. I'm not going to say it out loud.
Yeah, I would suggest not saying it.
But I have some hope.
So the Marquette MVP, back to serve, that's Annie Waddle. She's going to get it over. And set by Creech. Ellie Adams, bang, she ends it.
Wow. In dramatic fashion.
Over.
In dramatic fashion, wow.
In the words of the great Paul Pierce, Ellie Adams called game.
Oh yeah, and in the words of the great Kevin Garnett, Paul Pierce's teammate, anything is possible. We came back 2-1 deficit, losing the first set. Mishawaka storms back, wins by 2 in the 5th set, 15-13, sending Marquette home.
Oh, fantastic. I mean, just tip of the cap to Marquette. Showed up ready to play. We didn't have that much information on them to start, but clearly a historically great team. A lot of history of winning and so much to be proud of. I mean, Annie Waddle, I wish if they would have won this game, we would be handing her an MVP trophy.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, not a physical trophy, but she was definitely the difference maker in this one.
A truly amazing player. Regardless of the way the game ended, I think she did an amazing job as well, Brady. She just kind of had a feel for the game. A lot of it was kind of instinct for her, muscle memory, whatever it was. She had a great game, but so did some of her teammates. They definitely put up a great fight. They really did.
Yeah, 6'2".
Oh,
Not for nothing. I mean, sometimes you see some players that are that tall but don't have the skills. But we're going to, as Luke, third member of our crew, Luke Wagner, preparing some questions for Ellie Adams. Ellie Adams, fantastic game. I mean, if we could pick an MVP of the game, it would definitely be her. She was everywhere, and she was there picking up a point exactly when we needed it.
Oh, yeah, and I know you unintentionally said magic number 4. That's her jersey number. They ended up winning the game, and I'm sure she's very, very excited, very happy, and she should be very impressed by her own performance because she played a great game, Brady.
Yeah, so the fans here, we didn't have that many, but the ones that were here definitely got treated as we are ready for an interview with Ellie Adams with Luke Wagner.
Thank you, Brady. I'm here with Ellie Adams. Ellie, down 2-1 in sets. How did you guys keep your composure?
We kept our composure by helping everyone that was in their head, and as a team I think it's important to always have each other's backs, even though some of them might not be as confident in themselves. It's always important to make sure that everyone knows that they're amazing and just to keep our heads up.
The Cavemen seemed really resilient today, just fighting for their lives, really, being able to win the sets. Just how were you preparing for this final set?
We prepared by understanding what we did right on the sets that we won, and then noticing what we did wrong on the sets that we lost, and then we really just tried to make sure that we fixed our mistakes.
Thursday is a free student match. What is just a message for students to show up?
Everyone show up and support us, because we will be amazing and we will hopefully win. So thank you.
Thank you.
All right, thank you, Luke. Thank you, Ellie. Fantastic interview there. And like she said, make sure if you're a Mishawaka student and you have a student ID, get in here. Get in here.
Please.
Yeah, definitely make sure that you pack the cave. It's going to be a good one. And if it's anything at all like this game, you guys are going to be in for a treat.
No doubt.
People who showed up here were treated to a fantastic one, an all-timer, at least for us.
Oh, yeah. It was great. It was really great.
Very, very classic match. But that'll do it for our broadcast. I'm Brady Gallo with Daniel Phillips on behalf of Mishawaka Network. Thank you guys for joining us, and we'll see you guys next time.